What is good, guys? Today, I want to do a little bit of an investigation into the state of Hammer. Now, a few months ago, they drastically nerfed Hammer. At least that is what everybody tells me. Now, I'm not that big of a Hammer connoisseur. I don't like playing it in 1v1 that much. I've played it a few times throughout my career. 7 years, I'm bound to play pretty much every weapon. The only weapon that I never really played was Lance. I played it in the early years, but not much after that. But Hammer, I just want to evaluate where it's really at. Haven't really gotten the opportunity to yet, so let's just see how it is. We got the big boss. Alright, so Hammer, its identity is, I'd say it's kind of in the middle. On one hand, you've got the stringy weapons, low damage, lots of hits. That's kind of like guitars. And then on the opposite hand, you've got the big damage, big recovery frames, low amount of hits. I'd say that's like Axe. Let's try and get our Hammer. I'd say Hammer falls somewhere in the middle. On a surface level, it definitely seems that Hammer is more like Axe than like guitars. But over the years, people have definitely evolved Hammer's meta especially, of being able to string lots of hits together. Players like Java, players like Sandstorm when he played Hammer. And I think that's part of what made Hammer so good over, throughout 2021, it was extremely good. At the beginning of this year, it was also very good. I think it won, like, Spring's Lunon Hammer. So, that's one thing that they nerfed long ago, that apparently I'm still a noob at, is D-Light there doesn't hit from everywhere. But yeah, like, Sidelight's so oppressive. When you hit Sidelight, you're kind of forcing your opponent into a 50-50, where they're either jumping or not jumping. Hit Sidelight, dash jumps there, read the jump, doesn't work. This time, I'm going to Sidelight and then just dash in with the D-Light, if I can hit it. Okay, I'm just a noob, and I'm kind of fishing for it a little bit too hard. But I think you can see the vision where it's either you dash jumps there, or you can, chase them on the ground. Some characters have additional options, like Cassie's Ensig. Cassie's Ensig definitely covers one of the biggest weaknesses of Hammer, which is the diagonal approach. And just generally, threatening the air from the ground is something that Hammer can struggle with. Sidelight has a bit of vertical reach, but beyond that, for the most part, you have to commit to being in the air if you want to threaten the air at all, which is one of the biggest problems with Hammer. That's why Hammer, I think, struggles a lot against, even in this matchup, even though, it's not going like it right now. But I think Bo can definitely do a lot of damage to Hammer. In general, just weapons that are good at approaching from the air, Hammer does very well against. What the patch actually did is nerf a lot of recovery frames. Feels like, at least from playing it right now, when you're winning, it feels like kind of the same, honestly. They did nerf recovery a lot, though, even on hit. So, alright, I kind of lied at the end of the last game. But I lied because I didn't know. Hammer recovery actually is the same on hit. It's just 4 more recovery frames on miss. Same with Hammer Downlight. Now, that sounds like a lot on Hammer Downlight, and it is. Even just then, I can feel it a lot. But what I actually think is the biggest nerf to Hammer is Hammer Downlight's range got nerfed. The actual hitbox of it, vertically and horizontally, was nerfed and, shortened, which is huge. Lots of Hammer players got into the habit of doing that, which is GCD light, which was very safe, and that goes along with the nerfs to the recovery frames. But nerfing the recovery frames and the range majorly reduced the impact and power of that specific option, which so many people began to use and rely on. So that nerf definitely explains a lot of why Hammer players think the weapon was completely gutted. Now, the other thing that they did is they nerfed Sair Force, which is, I think that one is one of the most interesting ones. Hammer recovery, it's this big-ass weapon, and for some reason, when they hit you from below, they send you down. You see, that doesn't make sense. That definitely needs to be toned down in power. Hammer delay, this stomp, it's this big-ass weapon. It's super safe, super fast. Why is it so safe if it's this big-ass weapon? Now, Hammer Sair, it's this big-ass weapon, so I feel like in a way it should have a lot of force, and by nerfing delay, you indirectly nerfed Sair because it's less safe to get Sair, since, you know, delay into Sair, that's the combo. That's the tech. So, nerfing delay indirectly nerfs Sair. Whoa, what is that emote? I've never seen that before. Do I have that? It's actually cool. I've never seen that. Anyways, so I think maybe it was a bit overkill. From watching games, that's what I've actually noticed the most, is Sair force drastically changes the outcome of games. I think if I were to rebuff Hammer, if it needs it, that's what I would change. I would revert the Sair force a little bit. I do really like where Hammer is at design-wise. I think it's this big weapon with, unlike Axe, it actually has a lot of depth with, you know, the combo routes that you can take. You know, obviously you got the Russian Mafia. That's an extremely cool, unique thing with Hammer. 3-hit combo, very damage specific. Not many weapons actually have those damage specific combos where things only work for a short window. You know, just gonna throw out some numbers like 110 to 130, that's like late orangish where it's actually true. I love combos like that. I think those add lots of skill expression, lots of, you know, depth to competitive play, and I really like that about Hammer. But, you know, before the Sair nerf and before all these nerfs, definitely was a bit too strong. So I think I'm actually kind of happy with where Hammer is at right now. I think maybe Sair could use a bit of tuning, a bit of a rebuff, but Hammer Delight way too fast. I think Hammer Delight should definitely be more comparable to something like Axe Sidelight. Obviously, it can't be that slow. You know, Axe Sidelight has massive range. It hits like one jump height high pretty much. So it doesn't need to be that slow. And I think where it is like current patch, pretty healthy spot. Gotta make sure this guy doesn't destroy me. I mean, so far, these matches, I haven't been against the best players, but, you know, even diamond level players, still kind of just rolling over them, despite everything. Another thing, you know, Hammer's gotten a lot of nerfs, not just in that last patch. That last patch is kind of the one that, kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back, but it wasn't just a straw, it was like the brick that broke the camel's back. After like a few straws, if that makes sense. You know, they had nerfed Nair, I think, the hitbox of it. They nerfed the Nair hitbox. They nerfed damage, probably. I don't know, I'm kind of lying there. I don't really know. But I do recall many nerfs in a row. And many people complaining about nerfs repeatedly. So, big nerfs right after lots of small nerfs. Not a big fan of that. I think could have been handled better. This guy is actually keeping it close this game. Dash jumps there. Ooh. Another thing I haven't talked about much is Hammer End Light. One of the weaker End Lights, actually. Although it has the unique property of being a combo tool in early health. This guy is actually going off. Ooh, down to the wire. Oh, okay. Is this killing? Perfect. See, Cassidy, kind of a cheat code, not gonna lie. Not the most fair if you're playing Cassidy. Definitely remove some of Hammer's weaknesses, so let's swap it up. Let's go to somebody like, who's not got a great hammer. Let's go with Scarlet. My general, you know, summary of what I think about Hammer is it's in a nicer spot. Definitely fits the archetype a bit better. You know, it's big. Now the hits are more meaningful, but I think maybe they're not meaningful enough. You know, it's not... Ooh, this guy's actually playing the game. Okay, here we go. Ooh, I'm a noob. I'm locked in here. Yeah, I think it's got that, like, get off me, big hits. I like that about it. It's got a little bit more freedom than Axe. Kind of makes sense. It's a grappler, sure. Fit the fantasy however you want it to be fit. But it's not this super oppressive, super fast, every hit is going to kill you, you're permanently in danger kind of thing. Permanently in danger and hard to stop endangering you. I think it's still got a lot of strong tools, even if they are less safe. You know, mainly like recovery is still an amazing option off the side of the map, and even on the map. Ooh, that guy got me. Even on the map, it's still a combo tool, which is great. I think that's unique. I think it's cool. Here we go. And it's still very good at killing, despite everything. I say that as I hit him in deep red and don't kill him. P-Sig? Yep. Nice. Yeah, Hammer, another thing about it, actually, that I haven't mentioned, is it's a really big combo threat at low health. So, like, if I hit him with Enlight here, he's actually in danger to get, like, stringed long. Now, I can't hit him because I'm terrible, but here we go. Now, he's off the map, but perfectly in range for that. Now we're edge running him. Use this dodge poorly. Tried to catch him quickly coming back to stage after the last time I went down immediately. I might be able to catch him like that. He's forced to dodge because of the threat of that dash delay. Now I can wait a bit. Boom. Any weapon with something like that where you just got a great kill confirm, it's solid, it's consistent, doesn't really matter how you're hitting the move. Now sometimes, you know, if you're too close, delights there won't hit. It's rare, but you can adapt to that, and you can just delight there instead. Point being, weapons like sword, weapon like hammer, you know, these two weapons, I think they will just be perpetually good, just because of their reliability. It's always reliable that you can find a kill with these weapons, you know. All you gotta do is hit that delight. It's not as safe to hit the delight anymore, of course. You can't just throw it out willy-nilly. I mean, you kinda can, but not as much anymore. Very reliable. Oh, I'm good. Hammer Nair is also extremely good at juggling. Oh, this guy actually got me. Okay. This guy's not bad. He's using platforms well. Alright. No dodge here. Use the platform well again. Ooh. Oh, I tried to stare, but I misinputted. Unfortunate. Alright. I'm dead. Dang, this match has been going on for longer than it feels like. Okay. I'm actually a fan of this map. I think it's good. I mean, it's kind of annoying to fight on because it can be very passive at times, but I think it's good. Falling Nair, super good option. Boom. There it is. So much threat. Even with the nerf, there's just so much threat. I guess we'll give this guy the run back. Yeah, when I'm playing these games, it doesn't feel that bad. You can feel the Sair force nerf a lot. But other than that, it does not feel as bad as some people are making it out to be. Let's get off the lance. Lance is a little bit too good. Can't just be rolling over people with the lance. I'm kind of still like spamming. Just like swinging around. Feels good. Boom. Can't do true combos, unfortunate. Oh, my punish game is not on point right now. Dude, this music is intense. Oh man. Oh wow, that still killed. Damn. So I can get like nice juggle here. Show off the juggling. I think he was ready for that. Ooh. Boom. Lots of nice like stringing options, I think. That's what really separates Hammer from Axe, in my opinion. Is Axe, it's a lot of single hits and resetting, where with Hammer, the pressure never really ends because you're still in range to go for hits. You know, you hit side light, boom, you can just dash up, go for another follow-up. Whereas on Axe, if you hit like end light, usually just ends there and you're resetting. If you go for the side light follow-up, usually a bit of a reach. Same with delay. You hit delay and it's more of like a reset. reset button than hammer. This is real loud. I don't know if this is as loud as it is for me as it is for you guys. That was very loud. I got my hammer here. Pretty good. Real good to get my kill confirmed. Lots of options. Boom, Sare. Wow, it still killed. I'm surprised. I mean, that killed there, and it used to be way stronger. Like, I don't know. I think hammer was very, very good before it got nerfed. It doesn't feel like unplayable to me. Maybe it's a bit weak compared to some weapons like Scythe, but it feels playable. It just can never be bad with this recovery, I think. Boom, spot dodged. Let's go. Land on him with Dare. Yep, super safe. Not really that safe if he was ready for it, but it's an amazing option still. Hammer Dare is just so good because like people dodge in all the time, so you can just like float in and just dare, you know? Weapons with lots of killing moves, lots of power in those moments. You know, you're threatening Sare, you're threatening Nair, you're threatening dash delay, you're threatening Dare. You got all those options. But anyways, it's like nice for me to see how hammer feels. I hope you guys learned a little bit, maybe about the history of hammer, how hammer is now. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.